that time. Transfers are here. I've done a few bits and bobs. Not major changes, as I mentioned in the previous episode. Just a few changes to make the squad more, aggressive. And I'm really happy with some of the signings that we've made, and some of the departures that we've made. I feel have just been necessary and needed to be made in order for some of the new signings to have come in and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get into the transfers. So I'm going to start with the outs. The first out was Shane Long. He went to Tottenham for £5 million. Now, I transfer listed him as I mentioned that I would be getting rid of him. And I transfer listed him expecting a team like Watford or Bournemouth or somewhere along those lines, a team like that to, swoop him up and, make him their star striker. But then I saw Tottenham and I was like, that doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And then I realised that they just don't have any strikers, so besides Harry Kane. So I was like, does make sense now. So they signed a 28-year-old Irish Shane Long from us. I'm quite happy. As I said, I wasn't really going to use him as many people probably thought I would or should have. But yeah, in my head, I wasn't long-term thinking I wasn't going to use him. So I'm really happy that we were able to get £5 million for him. He's now valued at £7.25 million, which is not that much of a big jump from £5 million. So it's all good. I'm really happy with this transfer, and we'll see how he does at the end of the season for Tottenham Hotspur. Next player out was Gaston Ramirez. He has gone to Hoffenheim in Germany for a fee of £5 million. Now, I did say that if a bid came in for him, I would let him go. If it was worth the while of letting him go, and they offered us £5 million. And first I kind of thought, I was like, am I really going to let this guy go for £5 million? I was like, well, to be fair, I don't really see me getting that much more for him. I mean, you look at his report, and his report isn't as great as it should be, and my scouts actually told me how lazy he actually is on the pitch. So I decided to watch a friendly against Wimbledon, and I kind of realized what they were talking about. This guy does not create chances unless he's basically in the box and he's able to feed you the ball. Like, he doesn't put the team on his back. He ain't like one of those players that can put the team on his back. And that's what I kind of need if I'm going to have someone playing in that advanced playmaker role. So yeah, Gaston Ramirez has gone to Hoffenheim for £5 million. So with Shane Long going out of the club, he can play on the wide kind of positions. So I kind of thought maybe I should just get someone in on the wide position. And the first player that came to my mind was the Dembele Gray from Birmingham, and he actually has a release. This is I don't know what I'm going to call this, but I'm going to say it now. I couldn't think of what to say. But anyway, if you are using a side and you need a winger and you need an English winger, get him, because he's only valued at £3.5 million. That is his release clause for Birmingham. You can sign this guy for around £3.5 million. It's not a lot at all. And when I saw that, I was like, this is an absolute steal. So yeah, for £3.5 million, we signed Dembele Gray. Got that 2.5-star current ability, potential ability 4 stars with that black star you can see there. Now I'm definitely liking that potential. You can see he's already making some improvements there in his free kick taking, long shots, corners, acceleration, balance, pace, stamina, strength, leadership, and work rate. So he is making improvements, so it's all good. I was thinking about learning him out, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna try and bleed him through the first team, and I think he can. He's got the ability to do so. So yeah. Next signing was Jurgen Locadia from was it PSV? I think it was PSV. I want to say it's PSV. I think it is PSV he signed from. I think it. I need to go in his history. It was PSV. Right. I was right. So he signed him for £5 million. Now this guy has actually got quite a bit of potential on him. Although it says it's 3-star. When I signed him, he had 4. But no, he's a very good player. When I signed him, that makes perfect sense. When I looked at him to sign him, his report was just all greens. I don't know if it is now. No, it's not. But his reports when I was about to sign him were all greens. Apparently, he might be in a better position to suit Sky Bet Championship football. But I believe, he's one of those players. He's only a player to come off the bench. He's not a player that I'm going to be using as a first-team striker. It's literally just to come off the bench because, we've only got Pele. Then we've got Jay Rodriguez. We've got João Mi. We've got options, but Sadio Mane and João Mi I'm kind of using on the wings. So we've only got J. Rodriguez, Pele. So I wanted another striker, and I only saw that in Jurgen Locadia. So that's why we signed him. So yeah, really happy with this guy. I feel like once he kind of reaches that potential that you can see there, some of these stats are going to be quite nice and tasty. Mainly in terms of his physicals. I think his physicals are going to be very, very interesting to look at when he does reach that full potential. So yeah, he's only 21 as well, so he's got time to improve. So I'm really happy with this deal. Again, it's not a bigger replacement from Shane Long, but however, it's a replacement and a younger replacement and a replacement that is an investment into the future. So it's all good. It's all good in the no, well, it's not the hood. So it's all good in the team. For £7.5 million, we have our biggest signing this season, and I think our last signing this season, Davy Klaassen from Ajax, replacement for Gaston Ramirez. He was speculated to transfer to our side at the start of the season, and I kind of blanked it and ignored it. I was like, I'm not really listening to these newspapers, they just chat the most crap ever. So I was like, I'm not really going to be listening to what you got to say. But it was a massive rumor actually, that was going on for a whole week, that he would be transferring to Southampton. Then when I saw Gaston Ramirez, I kind of realized, mate, you actually do need to sign a new attacking midfielder, and the first name that came to my head was Klaassen. I had him in my previous career mode. I think I want to say it was West Ham, in my West Ham career save on FM50. Was it I don't know. I think it was off camera. I had a save where I signed Klaassen basically, and I really can't remember what team it was. I need to probably go back and watch videos, or I need to just remember. But I signed Klaassen, and he does the business. He really does the business. So I am very excited for what he can bring to Southampton. I think that he matches the philosophy we're going by, the style of play we're going by, and also I think he blends in with the squad that we have right now. I think he kind of adapts and fits in well to the squad we have now, which is very nice to see. Fortunately, we have got a big fee on him, which means that we're going to have to be taking a little bit of chunks out of our transfer budget over the next 48 months, as we have got another bit of I think we offered them 4 point something million. I can't remember what it was, but we've got fees over the next 48 months, so we've got money to pay out for this guy, but hopefully it'll be worth it. He's earning 74k a week as well, probably our highest earner in the club at the moment, and now valued at 11.25 million pounds. So yeah, that was our last signing and our biggest signing of this transfer window. We have got a few players out on loan, in case you want to know. Ryan Seeger's gone to Rotherham, Harrison Reed has gone to Sheffield Wednesday, and Jason McCarthy has gone to Birmingham on loan as well. And we've got a bunch of youngsters that were released because we weren't going to use them. So that is the transfer window. That is what we've done so far. And while we're here, I might as well take you through the schedule. You can see here we lost our first game against AS Monaco at home, 3-2. Shocking game. Carrillo just completely raped us. I was actually considering signing him, but he's way too expensive for us. But he completely is amazing on FM from what I've seen. So yeah, try and sign him if you can. But yeah, we lost 3-2 to them. Against Ebbsfleet, we won 3-1 away. Joami and Tajik got the 2 goals, and Stuart Lewis scored for Ebbsfleet. Against Luton Town away, we won 2-1. Very close game actually. Towards the end, we absolutely got smothered by Luton. I was thinking, maybe it was my tactics or the team were just not awake, but we were getting bullied in defence by Luton. I was completely shocked. I had to slap myself a couple of times. I was like, mate, after this, I'm probably going to be going from managing Southampton to just going home and playing Football Manager and chill. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I was getting a bit shocked, but yeah, we won 2-1, which is the main, the main point of it. Against Brighton away, we drew 1-1. Thomas Hemed scored for them in the 9th minute, and Sadio Mane scored in the 90th minute. We left it very late, mate. I was worried. I was like, mate, we cannot go into the Premier League with this sort of form against teams 1 tier, 2 tiers, 3 tiers below us. It's not acceptable. So I was getting a bit worried here, but then we beat Gillingham 2-0 away. Not the biggest margin of goals, and not the most goals scored against a smaller side in League. I think they're in League 1 now. But regardless, still get the win. J. Rodriguez, Jordi Clase, all good. So we go into our Europa League third qualifying round. The first leg we won 2-0. Pele scored and Sadio Mane on the score sheet. Two of our key players for the season on the score sheet earlier on in the season, which is very good. Then game against Wimbledon, we drew 1-1. Jay Rodriguez scored, Tom Elliott scored. And then against Brøndby at home, second leg, we smacked them 4-0, which gave us a 6-0 aggregate. Juanmi Tajik scored 2 goals, a penalty in the 47th minute and an 84th minute goal, and Jurgen Locadia came on in the 85th minute and got a goal in the 92nd minute, which is all good in the hood. So our first game in the Premier League is away at the Stadium of Light against Sunderland. It's what you want. Really hoping for a win against Sunderland because they're not the strongest of teams now in the Premier League. And then we've got Stoke City away. I'm probably going to play these 2 games in the next episode. So yeah, join me for that. If you have enjoyed the episode, be sure to leave a like. Let me know what you think of our transfers. And please leave your suggestions for January in the next up and coming episodes. Just keep spamming, now and again, a player that you want me to sign or a player that you think will fit in the side. And it's all good in the hood. So yeah, hope you guys are good. Take care of yourself. I'm waving my hand up and down. I don't really know why. Peace.